not listen. I'm having lemon water today. So I'm going to give you guys the opportunity for us to just welcome each other. So let's begin by grounding ourselves in the present moment. Are you in the moment? Not because you are the morning blessing, but you're in the moment. You can feel things. You can understand where you are. You're not thinking of the past, and you're not galloping into what is the mystery and who knows what will turn out to be. So good morning, beautiful, wonderful souls created specifically to be who you are today. Did you know that? On TikTok and Instagram, yes, you were. So let's begin by grounding ourselves. Place your feet firmly on the ground, or in sitting comfortably, seated position. Let your feet sit like that. Don't cross. When you cross your leg, the energy is confused. It doesn't know how to get to your heart. Which side should I go? How to get to you? It doesn't know. So close your eyes if you choose. Let's take a deep breath. So you take your normal 3 deep breath. In through your nose, hold for a moment or so. Breathe out through your mouth. Again, the same thing, and do it again. I know you've got this. So let your body be still. Stillness. Let your mind be centered and open. So you have to make sure your mind is open, right? And centered, ready to thrive, ready to do good things. Are you doing that? Are you ready? So we have something called the cycle of asking, requesting. The cycle of asking. Have you heard these words before? I'm sure you have. I grew up hearing those words. You must ask for what you want. You must make sure you ask for what you want. Yes, it's a mantra. Passed on down from parents, teachers, coaches, and even spiritual leaders and guides. They tell us, ask for what you want, be bold. You might have heard it wrapped in a cliche. I love the cliche. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, it gets the oil, and it's top. Ask and it shall be given unto you. I have said that too. And that is not wrong. It is certainly not wrong. Asking is powerful. But what happens when we keep requesting and nothing changes? What happens then? Have you been asking for something for a long time? A new job, a healing for yourself or someone, peace in your home, support in your finances, love in your relationship, and a breakthrough in your health, and still nothing is coming through? The truth is, most of us keep requesting without listening. You know, you've heard me say it and from the financial point of view, so I'm not going to say it again, but I'm going to say. We ask, we pray, we repeat our request, we demand, we post, we cry, we beg, we talk to everyone except one person who already holds the answer. Ourselves. We forget to talk to ourselves. The shift from asking to listening. So this morning, I want to invite you to shift your gears, change your paradigm, move into another thing. Go from second gear to third gear. Move this thing or slow down. Do not go in reverse. So stop requesting, start listening. There is nothing wrong with asking, but requesting is only half the conversation. Asking and requesting is only half of the conversation. When was the last time you got quiet enough to hear what your soul, your intuition, your higher self, or even your guardian angels was trying to say to you? Remember, you connect to your guardian angel. And you say, help me all the time. So they're on alert. Some of us have our guardian angel on call, speed dial. Hey, I need you right now. And your wish is my command. And we get the intuition and we ignore it. Because we said it's too silly. Oh, that's just me. Because I want, that's just me. No, you're not that good. That is an intuition. None of us are that good. Trust that the intuition is coming because you requested something. You know, you see the power of the 5 pillars of prosperity. You know it. It is not just about doing, but about being aligned. It's not doing the things. It's being aligned, being. How do you get aligned? You stop and you listen. That's how you get aligned. But when it's really bad, when you're not even listening to your own self, you're all over the place like a mad hatter. You're jumping here and you're jumping over here. When really there comes a time when you need to stop requesting and asking and listen and stop going all over the place like they say, call a friend, and you do call a friend. We need to listen more. Jean said, I have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Sometimes I need to stop and listen. You know, the 5 pillars tells us about our mind and our body, spirit and emotion, so that you can hear your answers clearly. If you align it, you will hear your answers clearly. Let's explore how each of them teaches us how to listen, not just to ask. Asking is not wrong. Requesting, praying, demanding, posting, crying, begging, no. Emotional prosperity, listen to how you feel. Remember, all we talk about is how we feel. I always say, I don't ask you, how are you doing? When I send a note to someone, I know it is a little bit strange that they get a note from me saying, how are you feeling? I want to know how you are feeling, not what you're doing, because we are always doing. We do not know how to stop doing. And yet, we were created to be a being like a squirrel. It's just in place, like a bird. They do what they just be. You don't see them going all over the place like doing. They just, sometimes the bird just rests. And that's what we have to understand. So listen to how your body feels. Listen to how you feel. Are you overwhelmed? Are you anxious or constantly comparing yourself to others? That's a big thing. When we keep requesting and we do not get the answer, we switch into comparing ourselves. Oh, so-and-so just gets it. Everything they want, they get it. They have more followers. They have more subscribers. They do this, they do that, they do it. What? So you know what that is? At that time, you're in somebody's lane and you wonder why you're tripping and falling. That's not your spot. That's your emotional body trying to tell you something when you find yourself there. You know, are you doing that? Your emotional body saying, hey, get off this bloody lane. It doesn't belong to you. We often ignore our emotions, drown them in more actions, more asking, more trying, more chasing. Oh, Tessa-Marie, I've been trying, I've been doing. I just let it go. And just pause. It's not an easy thing to do. As much as I'm ponging it into you, I teach that you take an hour and you just take 5, 6, 10 minutes in each hour of your day. Or you finish a task. You finish doing something. You should be able to breathe. Sit down. Leave the devices where they are. Pick up this glass and cup and okay. And you're going to drink that water. You're going to relax. It's going to be tempting. You want to know what's going on in the world. The word is still going to be going on. Listen to me. They repeat it like every second of the day. So you're not going to miss anything. So we often ignore our emotions and we drown them in action, more asking and trying. But today, let's do the opposite. Just listen. Your emotions are not your enemy. They are your compass. They may be saying you're exhausted, you're afraid, or you're not aligned. So pause. He said, you know what? You're exhausted. You've been pushing so hard and you're scared of what might happen. You are not aligned. So pause. Let me say something to you. Ask your emotions, what are you trying to tell me today? Hey, that is not stupid and that is not no. Ask your emotion, should I go or should I stay? If I do this, will it take me closer to where I want to go or is it going to hold me back? Suppose I chase that person and I end up in an accident. Is that going to bring me closer or further away from my dream, goal, or desire? Emotional prosperity is talking. Listen, ask a question. Then listen, no judgment, no fixing, just listening. Do not judge what you're hearing. Do not try to fix, just listen. So that's emotional. When mental prosperity, listen to the quality of your thoughts. Our minds are noisy places, aren't they? They're so noisy. It just doesn't stop. Our mind is worse than a wild bucking horse. I haven't seen anything in physical looking at out of the world to see anything like my mind. It does not stop. I remember younger days, I would say, listen, I need to go to sleep. So stop telling me what I should be doing. I need to go to sleep. I actually had to talk to my mind like it's a truant child, a horrible child. Our minds are noisy places. There's a lot going on in there. We think, plan, stress, worry, overanalyze, and then ask again for clarity. We do all that. It's not clear. It's certainly not clear. I need to get this clear. But the mind can be a place of peace and noise at the same time. Yeah, it can. So mental prosperity invites you to listen to what you keep repeating to yourself. What you keep repeating to yourself. Are your thoughts filled with doubt? Are they saying, it will never happen, or why not for me? It's not going to happen. It will never happen for me. Why not me? Everybody else is winning and I'm sitting there in the same, and you guys use that word, struggling situation. It's a challenge. It's not a struggle. A struggle is like a snake. Even the saying it sounds twisted and gnarled. It's like a snake. It's never going to let go. But a challenge opens up. And you can see a possibility that I will win. I'll overcome. I'll get there. So maybe it's time to shift. It's just time to shift your script. What you say. Not just with affirmations, but with attention. Be attentive. It's no point you have 25 affirmations you sat down and you create and you're so good at it and it means nothing. It just flows out of you. Affirmation without intention and energy does not work. So listen closely to what you're thinking. Listen when you're tired, especially when you're tired. Listen when you wake up in the morning. What are your first thoughts? What is the one thing that keeps coming? Listen. What thoughts come first? Which one comes first? When you're tired or when you wake up in the morning? Those thoughts are shaping your entire life, and it shapes your day, it shapes your night. So you have to listen to them. Physical prosperity. Physical prosperity, listen to your body with requesting and asking and not listening. Your body is always talking to you. Our body never stops talking to us. Do you feel heavy today? Do your shoulders ache? Is your breath shallow? These are signs. Physical prosperity is asking. Are you hydrated? Have you drank sufficient water today? Is that why you at 3 o'clock you have this dull headache? I get that. I used to. At 3 o'clock I would feel like, and I'd say that to my husband. He said, go lie down. But something would trigger me and say, no, it's not the time to lie down. Drink some water. And I would drink 2 glasses of water. And I would be as right as rain, fired up and ready to go. Yes, you can take an intentional half an hour nap in the afternoon if you choose to, but not when your body is tired. Question that. Ask your body, are you hydrated? Did I drink sufficient water today? Did you sleep well last night? Find out what you can do. I swear by castor oil. So it's myself and Casey, the American psychic of the 1800s or whenever he was around, Edgar Casey, that talk. He called it the oil of castor. Find out. They say you add a little bit on your temple and you just rub it slowly at the back of your neck. And see how you feel. Can you sleep? It will help you. Or massage your ankles. Why would massaging our ankle help us? Squeezing just below the Achilles tendon. The soft tissues between the bones of the ankle. Right there. Pressing between our big toe and the other toe. And they say it relaxes you a lot to sleep. So do something. Are you eating with joy? Or are you eating with shame? Are you having an extra glass of wine with shame, or are you just having it with joy? Are you having a slice of cake and just enjoy the slice of cake. Instead of saying, I shouldn't have this, as you put forkful and forkful in your mouth, I shouldn't have it. What's your point? Nobody is pushing it down your throat. You are. So while you're eating, I can't. No, stop it. Enjoy it. Or do not do it with shame. Do you move with intention or obligation? Oh, the doctor say I must go for a walk, so I see you walking on the sidewalk all of a sudden. You didn't know you needed to walk every day. You're 70-something years old, you're 25 years old, and you don't know that you should be moving instead of sitting and eating chips or lying on a pillow and carrying on all day like that. Then just there. You had to wait until something broke and the doctor says get up, or you will not get up at all, and then you're chasing the sidewalk, and the sidewalk is not letting you loose. It's ponging on those old knees. It's not accustomed to them, is it? And you wonder why your size 6 dress no longer fits you, because this weekend you just did everything with shame. You cannot hear divine answers when the body is in disarray. You do not. So today, pause and ask yourself, what do you need from my body today? What do you need from me today, my body? Don't assume, just listen. The answer may surprise you. Listen and ask the question, and your body will say, you know what, close your eyes. Stretch your body out on the floor. The girls were grounding in the garden yesterday. That was quite a sight to be seen. They're all laughing and said, Auntie Tessa said to ground, I'm grounding. I said, you guys are going to kill all my grass if all of you grounding all over my grass. Because when you ground, you burn the grass. The Mother Nature pulls all that electricity, hot air from you into the ground and say, give it to me. I'll take care of it and you can sleep better tonight. Spiritual prosperity, listen with trust. If you're going to listen, don't listen with doubt. If you listen spiritual prosperity, listen with trust. Spiritual prosperity is not just about believing, it's about receiving. But how can you receive if you're not listening? I always remind myself, and I tell you guys about it. Why is it that you just go to ask, you don't wait to get the answer, and off you go. You come back same time, same place next Sunday, and you are doing it again, or tomorrow, or tonight, or even you're asking. Prayer is asking. Meditation is listening. But how you receive is how you receive if you do not listen. You've been asking God, the universe, for your ancestors, your guardian angel, for something. But you do not stop long enough. You're not still long enough to receive the answer. You're still running. You're not stopping. You ask though. You everywhere you go. You go to the doctor, they give you a prescription, and you ask, my knee hurts, give me a cortisone shot. It lasts for a few while. But then the lady that I was looking at yesterday said, I've been working on my knees for a year, and I can tell you, it's never been a better year. And she was talking, Yuko had a finger that was not straight. And she started massaging the oil, but it takes time. Nature takes time. The replies you're looking for comes in listening. Listening is taking time. If it comes too quickly, it is short term. What comes from a pharmacy does not take a long time to work. It works now, but it only treats the symptom. What is the cause of this spiritual connection that you do not have? What is the cause of mental? You don't have to chase signs. The answers are already within you. Stop. Pause. All you need is space, stillness, and surrender. Let go. I've done my best. I've run the 60-second of that mile. I do not need it again. I'm going to let go and just continue to do my best. Because what I know for sure, I must get the answer. Somehow, some way, the answer is coming. Surrender. Wave the white flag. Okay, the one that takes the hit, no matter what we do, we bring up our finances. If only Tessa-Marie, I got another $200 more a month. If only Tessa-Marie, I got that promotion. If only Tessa-Marie, if only was a project, it would never get recognized. It's not going to get any prize. Listen to your habits. Oh yeah, I know I'm drunk. You're going to say first thing in the morning, how do you listen to habits, Tessa-Marie? Makes sense. I'm not listening to my habits because I don't know what you mean. What do your financial habits say about your self-worth? You. What does your financial habits say about your self-worth? Are you constantly asking for more money but spending out of anxiety or impulse? When somebody comes to me and they talked with me about financial stuff, and we do the sustainable financial spending plan, not a budget. A budget makes you feel like you're stuck in something tight and you have restrictions. It's a spending plan. You create it, and guess who's on the top? You. A budget, you're at the bottom. Last to come in, first to go. The guys at the top, they get fed. Maybe $1 a day, but they're getting fed. So anyway, so you listen to this. Tessa-Marie, I did the spending plan, but I cannot account for about $400. So I said, what is the account that you buy everything from? And I was smiling on my checking account. I said, can I see it? And I said, tell me, go. I look at it the past month or sometimes 2 months, and I say, I'll tell you what. Put a line across everything that you know why you bought it. And the things that you just see money going out, but you don't know why you bought it or what you bought. You can't remember. And they said, but it's really little things like $2, a coffee and a donut. A coffee and a donut in the morning at lunch, a coffee on the way home and a donut lunch with my friends, the dollar store. And you just go on. And I saw that lipstick. I just had to have it. And I get it. And when we total all of these things that were little, not large amounts, but 30 days of $10, $4, $70, before you know it, it's $400. That's miscellaneous. That's the impulse. That's buying because you think you're failing. Are you investing your time and energy into things that do not serve you? Yeah, are you? Are you doing things financially that do not serve you just because you feel like I should do this? So I know you guys are going to maybe get fed up with me with this one. I am honest. And sometimes honesty, when I bring it out there, hurts. And when I bring it out there, people get angry. So every time you go shopping, the new thing is they guilt you. Would you like to give money to this charity? $2 here and $2 there. And one day, you know me, something just clicked in my mind. And I said, $2 here. And I said, but my name is not on that donation. So the company that makes millions of dollars selling things to you wants you to give $2 to a charity, whereas you can do that yourself. Maybe you don't. But if you are the person that does that for already, then you can say no and don't feel guilty. So, and also, you have to learn to have a purpose for that money. You can say no and don't feel guilty. If it doesn't sit well with you, why do it? And walk away thinking, shit, I don't like that. But shame makes you, again, remember I said, you eat with shame, you can also spend with shame. Or because they ask I should do it, I really should do it, you know. But you know, they're not putting it on your name. It goes under the name of the company and they get a tax deduction for the charity. You know that, do you? No, you hadn't thought of that. Whereas you can just sit down and go to Children's Hospital or St. Jude or one of these hospitals in Toronto, any one of them, and donate $10. You can keep doing that for the whole year and you'll get a receipt. And it will cost 17% of your taxes. So choice. You see, are you investing time and energy into things that do not serve you? Financial prosperity is not about how much you request. It's about how clearly you listen to what your money is telling you. Money speaks. It says you are hoarding out of fear. You are overspending for validation. You are abundant, but unaware. Pause. Today, ask your wallet, your bank account, your receipts. What are you trying to teach me? And listen with grace, not guilt. Any fool that calls me at this time is a fool. Anyway, we shall not talk about it anymore. So, we need to make sure we pause and ask our wallet, our bank account, our receipts, what are you trying to tell me? Have a conversation with those things. Integration, letting go of the request. Today, let us release the habit of constant requesting and make sure you have already asked this question and do it if you haven't. Now it's time to do what? Be still. Now it's time to be open, to be receptive. Let the answers come through your feelings, your body, your thoughts, your spirit. Let them show up in your finances, your peace, and your relationship. Because when you truly listen, the universe responds. Remember that. When you listen and you're taking a little bit of it, the universe responds. Closing affirmations for you. Remember I said you should always have one. Here's a little bit for you. Close your eyes. Take something, not all of it. Place one hand on your heart, the other on your belly. Take a deep breath and say softly with me. Any one of those will do. You don't need 5,000 of them. I am no longer only a seeker. I am a listener. The other one, I have already asked. The answers are on their way. Spiritual and financial prosperity. I release the need to beg. I welcome the answers through stillness and awareness with gratitude. And then you end any one of them, so it is. And so I let it be. That's it. Now imagine yourself in the center of a radiant circle. Each of the 5 pillars surrounding you like glowing lights. You're not alone. You are supported. You are heard. And most importantly, you are listening. Open your eyes gently. Welcome to your new day, your new attitude. Yuko says, no, my husband is using castor oil. No, but it's true. The 5 pillars of prosperity are your guides in how to live a fulfilled life. So stop requesting. You need to stop begging God, the universe, the squirrel, the trees, the lamb, the this, the that. And listen to where you are. Listen to your emotions. Prosperity, emotional prosperity. Listen to your mental prosperity. What kind of thoughts do I have? What am I thinking? Horrible things about people. Then turn around and listen to your physical prosperity. Your body speaks. Have another good thing and say, hey, spiritually I am aligned, I'm good enough, and so is everybody else in the world. And financially, money is flowing to me in abundance. The river of financial prosperity is just coming to me. I accept my life as it is because it is as it is. And we leave it at that. So guys, how are you feeling today? How are you doing? My friends on TikTok, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I enjoy having you here today. And